Hey everybody, I'm Stephanie Quayle, and this is my Women of iHeart Country Ask Anything Chat. My new single, What You Drinking About, is out. The video just came out, and I cannot wait for you to meet all the characters and the little Easter eggs we have hidden throughout. So thank you, Amy, so much for having me on your show this weekend. Let's get to the questions, shall we? Now, Trinity from South Bend, Indiana. Yo, girl, what you drinking about? Honey, I'm drinking about it all. Right now, I'm drinking about the possible purchase of a miniature baby donkey. Cannot make this up. We have a farm in North Carolina, and I want to create a miniature farm on the farm. Miniature ranch, but farm sounds sweeter, you know? Creatures are ranch, farm is, you know, agriculture, like vegetables, but I'm gonna call it a miniature farm. And right now I'm drinking about the possibility of having a miniature baby donkey. Jennifer from Syracuse, New York. All right, fill in the blank. If I was a cowboy, I would do exactly what I'm doing. Oh, snap. Okay. Valerie from Springfield, Missouri. What do the flock of quail mean to you? Valerie, this is probably my favorite question because they mean everything to me. Our fan family has, I've been with them since when they started dating, and then they get engaged, and then they get pregnant, and then I get to meet their kids at the shows. Like, we are a lifelong family. And that's my favorite part, just getting to have that, that community that we've been able to build over the years. And plus we have hand gestures, and that's awesome. We also have a handshake, but I would need you. We'll do that next time we get to hang out together. We haven't yet figured out our call. You know, there's been a woo, woo, but most people think that's a pigeon or a dove. And then caw is kind of a crow. So we need help with our quail call. But the flock of quail, they mean everything. And so welcome to the flock. All right, next question. Ooh, Natasha from Seattle, Washington. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I will be with my family, my husband's side, in North Carolina on our farm, and I will be devouring my favorite food groups, which are them all. I will be having lots of stuffing, which is my favorite part. Also, I get to do a little cooking. So my father-in-law loves these little ginger snap cookies, so I have to make them for him because, you know, you gotta get in with the in-laws. Cookies do that. That's gonna be awesome. And I'm sure we'll watch sports because I know sports. Okay. Oh, what a cool name. Quint from Memphis, Tennessee. How do you choose the musicians that tour with you? Well, Quint. Is that short for something, Quint? We'll talk later. You know, it happens many different ways. So sometimes, you know, we'll get introduced to a musician through a musician or through friends in the business. I have a really incredible group of musicians in band that we get to, you know, tour all over the country with, and they're my brothers, and I love them. And so most of the time, I choose them based on, you know, personality. And can you hang with this person 24 hours, 7 days a week, end over end? And they're awesome. I love them. Great question. Sometimes you just meet them in a bar. You never know. Nashville, there's musicians everywhere. All right, Sarah from Vancouver, British Columbia. How long did it take you to record the new EP? That's a great question, and I can tell you the exact amount of time because we recorded If I Was a Cowboy, the song, the foundation of the whole EP, on October 15th, which is my birthday, last year. So just under a year, because it came out on October 4th, because chronologically speaking, I like to be precise. Thank you for your question, Sarah. Selena from NYC, New York City. What age were you when you figured out you could sing? Okay, this is a loaded question because according to my mom, I came out of the womb singing. I was always singing, but I never knew it was possible. So I think when I figured out I could sing was probably around 12 when I started writing songs and really singing them for, you know, like my best friend and my cousin. She started dating my cousin. It was over a summer, and I had to sing them a cappella love song as they watched the sunset because I like the drama. I think that's but when I knew it was possible as a job, I was 16 and 16, 17 years old when I knew this had to be my life. Great question, thank you. All right, Linda from Naples, Florida. Do you make it back to Montana often? I've been there a few times and it's lovely. I go back to Montana as often as I can. I try to plan shows there about once a quarter, and every Christmas I'm always in Montana for theirs during that time. So I get like a few weeks in Montana and it's just wonderful. So as often as I can, and I agree with you. I think it's very lovely. Ooh, how do you say this town? Cynthia from Muncie, Indiana. I feel like that'd be a really good name for a cookie. Okay, I feel that us, flock, should address each other when we meet with as hearty, flock you, Stephanie, happy Thanksgiving and flock you. It's kind of like getting knighted, and I flock you. I'll have to watch that one. I'll have to figure out all the semantics around the flock. I love it. I like where your head's at, Cynthia. I like how you're already like thinking of more ways as we flock together. Okay. This is LA from Idaho. How do you keep your voice in great condition? I'm going to lie to you and tell you that I spend hours practicing and being very quiet. I don't. I do have an incredible voice instructor that teaches me how not to break my voice. But you know what? I sing every single day. I sing with my, my brain. I make sure that I'm doing it correctly, and I drink whiskey. And every now and then I have a hot toddy, which is whiskey and hot water, and it keeps it all good, and I drink a lot of water. Hydrate, dehydrate. I mean, I sing all the time. If you saw me in a grocery store, I'd be singing down the aisle. Why? I love to sing. Katie from Orchard Park, New York. If you could make any activity you're good at into an Olympic sport, and you could win a gold medal doing it, what would it be? Eating. Yeah, I'd nail that one. Jenny from Eugene, Oregon. What non-country artists do you listen to the most? I love the ladies of pop music. I'm very much into like Billie Eilish and Halsey and Halsey. You know who I'm talking about. A lot of pop music, because then I don't try to rewrite their songs. When I listen to country, I get to work. Lori from Birmingham, Alabama. What was your first cell phone? That's a great question. I'm pretty sure it flipped. I'm gonna go with the flip phone. Lillian from Columbia, South Carolina. If you were on Lip Sync Battle, what other female singer would you go up against, and what song would you pick? Oh man, what other female singer? I would probably go for someone like Wild and Fun. I mean, Lady Gaga, why not, right? She's so amazing. And then have like a Lizzo off. Carrie Ann from Lake City, Florida. If you were invited to be on Dancing with the Stars, who would be your celebrity partner? I mean, would I be the celebrity or would I be the dancer? Do you think I can dance that well, Carrie Ann? Who would be my celebrity partner? Who's got, I mean, I hear Bobby Bones is pretty good dancing. Sarah from St. Paul, Minnesota. What song from the EP would you want a new fan to listen to first? Great question. I'd probably say Evel Knievel. I wrote that one with two of my dear friends, and it's very much from my guts, and if you want to know who I am, that song will sum it up. Be courageous, be fearless, and keep on keeping on. Natalie from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Who designed the EP cover? Well, a team of very extraordinary women that I get to work with every single day. How cool is that? Now, of course, Stanley, the horse, I mean, he just showed up looking perfect. The rest, it took a lot of people to make it all look awesome. And then Montana showed up with the perfect mountains. All right, Dina from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. What's your go-to pose when you're taking pictures with fans? This one. Alrighty. All right. Thanks again for taking this time with me, and Amy for having me on your show this weekend to talk about my new song, What You Drinking About. I hope you love the video, love this song, and I'll see you guys out on the road really soon. Bye!